Well, I joined the Air Force, basically, and this is going to sound silly, but out of love of country. I tried my hand at college. It wasn't for me. The Gulf War was going on, and it ended. And I said, "What can I do?" And I said, "I'd like to serve my country," and so I joined the Air Force. The most difficult part for me, and like I said, I had a plan, and when I came home, I had a lot of federal assistance, and the federal assistance was great. I knew what the VA programs were. I knew how to build resumes. They trained us. But when I came to Michigan, I didn't know what Michigan, could help me with. And so my resource was, going to the webpage, the Michigan.gov webpage for Veteran Affairs. And I found that not so conducive to, assistance. Because basically it pointed me back to federal programs, which I already knew. I wanted to know what can Michigan do to help me, and I found that kind of lacking. So.
Outreach.
Well, I think first and foremost, putting out, it's got to be an information campaign. We talked about there's about 700,000 vets in Michigan. Half of them are Vietnam vets. There's whatever the percentages are, World War II, and probably the rest are Global War on Terror vets. Those guys, they don't know what's available to them. One of my points was, let's do an information campaign to let the returning GIs know what Michigan can do to help them or assist them with their transition. Another one of my points dealt with the fact that Michigan as a state is already vet friendly. I'm a retiree, and coming back to Michigan, it was nice to know that, my retirement check from the Air Force wasn't going to be taxed. And if you go back to the original point of an information campaign, let the rest of the country know that Michigan, we're not going to touch you, fiscally in that regard. And I think that would be a good draw for somebody who might not be native to Michigan to consider coming to this state. I also talked about, with Detroit, kind of, being in a distressed state. Going back to, information, if you provide information of what's available to a veteran as far as, GI bills, as far as, VA loans, if you take 20,000 vets and you put them into Detroit and let them just utilize their benefits, can you imagine how quickly things could be rebuilt? We're a minority voice, and the fact that you took the time out tonight to listen to what we had to say, I think that's a thumbs up and a salute to both you guys. And we stand ready. I think all veterans across the state of Michigan stand ready to help you any way we can. So, thank you.